This is the era of business intelligence analytics, and Power BI is leading that. You want to learn Power BI? This is the channel for you. Beginner series 200 plus videos, advanced series 100 plus videos, and if you are absolute beginner, don't know anything in Power BI, then start with 4 live videos. Subscribe to the channel. Hello and welcome to another video on beginner tutorial series, and in today's video we are going to learn two Power Query functions. And first function which we are going to learn is Table.IsEmpty. It's a simple function to check whether the table is empty or not. So this function Table.IsEmpty takes an argument table as a table means it needs a table and returns a logical answer means true or false. Now let's say if you give a table which is having, let's say, records, so then you are going to get answer as a false. The second example is the empty table. This is a way you can create from records an empty table. So from records, if you in the parentheses, if you give the curly braces, it's going to create an empty table for you. And if you do this thing, this is going to return table is empty as true. Now certain time what happens if you apply certain filters and post that it may return the empty results, you can check the results by applying Table.IsEmpty. That's the first function we are going to learn. The second function we are going to learn is Table.InsertRows. Now Table.InsertRows is table as table. Offset number means the position from where you want to insert the new record, and rows, it means I can give additional rows and I can insert it into the table. So that's where I can use this Table.InsertRows. It's very interesting function and we are going to see how can we do that. So if you see here that there are two records which are there and there is a third record which has been added, and you can see offset has been given 1 means this the first offset is 0, second offset is 1, the one offset the new record has been inserted, the new row has been given as a record, it is saying rows, and we are going to test that what is it a record or is it a row at a later point. But this is basically the rows of records or the list of records which you're supposed to give here. Now the next one, another example has been given. There is a table with 1 record and we have been asked to add 2 records, and it is able to do that. So this one is like kind of an append behavior, but in append the tables are added at the end. In this one you can insert the all records also in the middle of the table. So that's where the difference is. So let's quickly jump onto the Power BI and try these functions out. So I'm going to Power BI, and in Power BI I am on the reporting view right now, the report tab, and under the home tab we have an option transform data. This transform data will take us to Power Query, and this is the same file I'm using for quite some time now in my videos on table operations. So I have one table here which is already there. So let me check, is this table empty or not? Fine. So to do that I'm going to create a new query. So home tab, new source, blank query. Once the blank query is created, I can rename it, and I'm going to rename it is empty, is a space empty. By double click or right click rename, both are available. Again, right click advanced editor or under the home tab advanced editor, and I'm going to check Table.IsEmpty. Now when I say Table.IsEmpty, it's asking for a table, and I'm going to give table 1. And because there is a space in the name, I need to give it in double quotes with hash. This is how we give a table name in query with the space. Now let me say done, and it's going to return me false because this table is having rows, it's not empty. Now let me change this code. Now I can open the advanced editor again and do that, or I can simply go here, and in this row, when I'm looking at this row, I can write down a new code. So let me say table from records, and this is the same code we have seen there. We are going to try this out, and then now you can see when I given table from records and in the parentheses I given the curly braces means empty list, I'm getting the true value because now my table is empty. So I got the empty table. Now we have seen this example. Now time has come that we look into the second function which we wanted to learn, and again let's have a quick look at our table. So let's look at this table 2, and what we are going to do is, instead of creating the tables from record as of now, to begin with, let's append this table again with this table using the function Table.InsertRows. So let me create a new query using the new source blank query, and let me call it insert rows. Now this time under the home tab, I'll go to advanced editor, and there I'll say table.InsertRows. Now in the insert rows, the first thing what it is was asking for table. So let's give the first argument as table2. So we got the table2. Now the offset, let me try with the offset, which is basically, let's say one that the way it was telling, and then instead of finding another table which is of the same size or something, let's first of all let's try to do the table which is of the similar nature, which is this table itself. So table2, let's take the table2, and now we are having a table which is we are trying to append from the record number, from the offset number 1, again with the same table. So let's look at this. Now this is giving error because the second one argument was not table, the second argument was rows. So okay, fine, let's do that. So we say table from table2, and if you remember, we have done this function table to rows, and let's try this function table to rows, and let's see does it happen. Now when we do table to rows, it's do give us answer, but it is giving error, and now you would have understood from first offset that the table is getting inserted, and that's where it is giving error. So it means it's not table to rows. So let's try another function which is table to records, and see is it asking for records, and we are giving table to rows. So now this time we given table to records, and let's see what happens. Now we are able to append the table, and look where the table is getting append. Table is getting append here in between. So we are able to insert the row. This is not append, this is basically inserting the row, and we can specify the position. So let's say what happens when I specify position 0. I am putting this table or inserting the records before the first table has started, before the first table. Now how do I insert at the end, just like an append? So I can say table dot rows, count rows, row count, and then I can give table 2, which is my table, the first table in my records, and then I can give. Now because both the tables are same, you might not be able to differentiate. So let's do one thing, let's duplicate this table. So right click and duplicate, and once I duplicate this table, table2, let me double click on the source, or let me open the advanced editor, and I have records which are written. So let me write down 5, 6, 7 and 8, and let me do a little bit of renaming here. Let me call it as table without space 3. I don't think I might have, okay, table without space 3, I already have it. So let me call it table 10. Okay, I don't have table 10. Now let me go back to insert table, and let me give it table 10 here, so that you understand what's happening here. So now you can see 5, 6, 7, 8 below, and when I give it 0, you are able to see 5, 6, 7, 8 before. So 5, 6, 7, 8 before, 5, 6, 7, 8 after, 0 and table row count we can use. So that's how go to place the table up and down. But can we have the tables which are little bit different kind of in nature? And we remember one such table was table 1. So let's try out what does it happen. So now the data types are not matching. This is not the append function of the Power Query, which bring in table which are having different kind of data types, names and all those. No, this is not the one. This is going to insert the row, data type should match. And if you go and read the description here, it is also talking about returns the table with a list of row inserted in the table at given position offset. Each column in the row must match the column type and the table. So the column type should match. Okay. So that is what is required. So we need to make sure if we are giving a table, these column types should match with the second column type, and that's what is not matching, and that's where we are getting this error. So as long as we can do that, we will be able to do that. So right now this is not the right table to merge. This is the table to merge. Now this can behave as an append, but this is insert rows. Now insert row, and then sometime it is really important where you are inserting, because Power Query we can create indexes based on that, and that indexes would be dependent on the order of the rows we have inserted. So that's why there is an importance where you are inserting, and this functions allows you to insert the table one before, after, or in the middle. So go ahead and try these two functions out, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.